What's up, Libra? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, I hope you have been having such an amazing summer. As you guys may know, if you've been watching for the past few months, I took some time off, so I wasn't able to do as much in the last 2 months in regards of readings. So I completely left out love for everyone for the last 2 months. So I wanted to start here, okay? So let's see what's been going on with you guys. Let's get an update here. And this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. At the end, I will do separate advice for singles and for couples so that we can know, how to distinguish the reading for each, okay? All right. What is going on for the amazing sign of Libra? September 2018 when it comes to love. Now, the deck that I'm using, guys, it's my favorite deck, and it's so beautiful. And I've had a lot of people just, on Instagram and through here that has been asking me what deck this is. So this is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, okay? He is honestly my favorite artist when it comes to tarot. So, yeah, anything with his name on it, I plan to purchase it all. So let's see what's up. Okay, this should be ready. I shuffle this a little bit more because it's such a big deck and my hands are very small. Alright, what can the sign of Libra expect for love in September 2018? And guys, also for anyone who would want a personal reading, I'll talk about how to get that at the end of this, okay? Ooh, something smells so good in here. I just smelled a scent that's so good, and I don't have anything that smells like that, and I don't smell like that, so I don't know where it's coming from, but it smelled good. And I promise I'm not going crazy, guys. Okay. So the energy that we have here is the Seven of Coins in the reverse, all right? So maybe something that you've kind of like planted a seed with and you're trying to see where this is going to go, how it's going to grow. But this could be you guys maybe having waited on something or just looking at something and saying, this was a waste of time and effort. Behind that, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So someone that you guys may stop talking to, okay? But with the Chariot behind that, you kind of move forward with a lot of control with the direction that you're going in, but there's something here that just wasn't balanced with the Six of Coins in the reverse. And with the Eight of Coins, with the Eight of Swords, I feel that this is something here that you guys may have felt trapped on, or maybe somebody who was having, a difficult time letting you go. Now, going into the past, the first card that we have here is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So with the Wheel of Fortune, this is things taking a very good turn, something very, very positive coming into your life in regards of love. You have the Knight of Swords, okay? So this could be you feeling very good about a situation. You could have been dealing with another Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But this is someone who's going to be very, very focused on what's important to them at the time. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So there's something that went in a really good direction, but at the same time, there could have been promiscuity or somebody that at the very least was just emotionally, unstable. And you have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So you're in a place where if there's any sort of anxiety, you're not feeling it anymore. You're getting out of, that place. Now, we have the Four of Swords, okay? So there's something good happening here, but you guys are kind of in a hiatus where it's just like, what's the best way for me to move forward? So you're really just trying to think about how to logically move forward with the situation, but somebody's feeling a bit stuck. And we have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, I feel like you guys are being very direct in regards of what you want, okay? Because with the Page of Swords, this is actually my favorite communicator, because this is someone who's going to tell you how it is. Even if it's something that's uncomfortable, this person will relay the message. And we have the Seven of Coins in the reverse. So, something good coming in. And, maybe you guys are the ones that are out seeing people, but there's definitely something here that you're seeing as a waste of time. For some of you, maybe that's Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, okay? And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So maybe you were dealing with the fire energy who was seeing other people, okay? Now, the last card that we have here is a Page of Cups in the reverse. So this could be you stopping talking to someone, them stopping talking to you, or if you are still speaking with someone at this time, there's just someone that's not being genuine. You know, the best way for me to always describe this card is pillow talk. When you're kind of like in the heat of the moment and you say all these things, but you get up, you get showered, you finish doing the do, and it's like, oh, I don't feel that same way anymore. Okay, so why is this Page of Cups in the reverse here? We have the Temperance card. So there is something here that you guys either move away from, or a person that moves away from you. For some of you, maybe it's a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, but if you weren't dealing with a Sagittarius, whatever it is you walked away from, your soul is at ease. Okay, so even if you're a bit just uncomfortable about all of this, your soul is relieved to walk away. And we have the Judgment card upright. So this is a big thing, guys. You know, with the Judgment card here, you're really in a place where you're going to take a step back from this entire situation, and you're going to tell yourself, okay, is this good? Is this bad? What is the final call here? And for a lot of you, you could have walked away from it. Okay. Yep, 5 of Coins. So someone feeling left out in the cold, a sense of rejection here. Now, in the present moment, the first card that we have is the 5 of Cups. So with the 5 of Cups, definitely a loss that somebody's feeling. They're focusing more on what's been lost as opposed to what's still available to them. And we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So with the 10 of Cups in the reverse, unhappiness, instability within, you know, a household, or with, you know, the person that you may have been talking to. And we have the Magician. So there is someone at this point that is trying to manifest something here, but somebody has gotten to a point where they feel like they've done so much, they've put in so much time and investment, and, you know, they end up just saying, look, I can't do this anymore. I was ready to die for you, but, you know, you weren't reciprocating that. So somebody turns their back. They move away because they're very unhappy. All right, and it's funny, guys, because I started to do this reading before, but I was using a different deck. And you know, sometimes when I'm using certain decks, it's weird, but I'll feel like the deck is tired, like it needs to be put away. So, you know, as I was shuffling, I'm like, nah, this deck doesn't want to be used. But I had already pulled out some cards for you, and a lot of similar cards are coming out. I feel better, you know, using this deck, but, you know, things are definitely still in alignment with the last spread that, you know, was pulled. A lot of similar cards here. Now, the center of your reading and the next card for your present moment, we have the Strength card. All right, so you guys are really, you know, that's what ties everything in. Being strong, being resilient, moving forward. Okay. And we have the Palace of Cups in the reverse. So I love this deck because for all the suits, wands, you know, swords, pentacles, and fire, it has, well, fire and wands, but you guys know what I mean, all 4 of them. But they have palaces for each. So you want to look at kind of the environment that you would feel for a sign. So with this, let's think of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So something more tranquil in some cases. But when this is in the reverse, you know, this is something where your feelings should kind of be easy, but they're not. You know, you're not comfortable emotionally with where you're at, but you're still being strong and stable throughout this. And we have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. So you guys are being strong, but there's something that's being given up on here. Okay? And with the 5 of Swords, there's just a lot of conflict in this situation. So you guys are deciding to move away. Why is this 5 or 8 of Cups? I'm sorry. Why is this 8 of Cups here? Queen of Cups in the reverse. So someone's really upset about this, guys. You could have a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio around you because the water energy is super strong here. And we have the Ace of Wands. So somebody is having a new beginning and somebody else is really hurt about it, from what I'm seeing. Okay, we have the Ace of Coins. Alright, so this new beginning that's coming in, it's something where you or maybe the person that's leaving you could see long term in this. Okay. But for this long term, there's something that you need to fall out of. Now, going into the future, the first card that we have, whoop, if it doesn't fall, we have the 5 of Wands. So, fighting, arguing, bickering, a sense of competition, competing. All right, Two of Cups in the reverse. So you guys have a fallout, and there's just, you know, tension with this fallout, or at the very least, there's arguing here. And we have the Chariot. So despite the arguing, you guys are still in control of yourselves. Not necessarily the other person, but you're in control of the direction that you're going in. And the direction that you're going in seems to be something that's just more stable for you. For some of you, it could be towards the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or maybe you're moving away from that. But it's still showing this person as promiscuous. Okay. Next card for your future is the Palace of Swords. All right, so with you guys being an air sign, you're home. And what do I mean by home? You guys being stable within yourselves, being in a place where you can think logically, where you can challenge yourself, where you can move forward and listen to your mind as opposed to your heart, because our heart gets us, you know, messed up sometimes. So let's see why this is there. You guys have the Palace of Wands next too. So wow, let's see what's going on. Okay, so you guys are in a place, you know, you have the Hanged Man here, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So if there was any secrets, any uncertainty, you know, anything that you were not 100% aware of or sure of, everything comes out on the table. Everything is put into the light. And in regards to where you guys are going, you know, from this point on, you're doing what is not going to strain your soul. The Hanged Man has been through a lot of, you know, situations in his or her life, and this is going to be someone that will not overexert themselves. If there's something that's just not working or it's too problematic, even if they really, really want it, they're not going to, you know, call 1,000 times, show up to a person's house. They're just going to be like, you know what? If it was meant for me, I probably wouldn't have to fight this hard, and they kind of just take a step back. So you guys are really thinking logically, especially with all the facts that you have on whatever you're dealing with. So I like that. And the last card we have is the Palace of Wands. So that's going to be a very fiery energy here. Now, if there's no fire signs in your life, what this means is that you're going to be in an environment where your creativity is going to flourish, your passions are going to flourish, and you're just going to do things in a very magnetic and loving sort of way. Why is this Palace of Wands here? Tower card, a big changing moment. All right, with the Tower card, this is going to be something that really shakes the ground beneath you. Okay, it could be good, it could be bad, but it's definitely going to affect you in a big way. And we have the Justice card in the reverse. So with the Justice card in the reverse, some sort of injustice here that you guys are fully aware of. Okay, so you drop it with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. All right, because you just want to get over this betrayal, whether you put it upon someone else or they did it to you. Now, that's where things kind of get more intense, because there's something where you know there's an injustice and you have to walk away. But with you still being in the energy of the Palace of Wands, you know, even if you guys weren't dealing with the fire sign, it keeps coming up as a consistent character. So they're going to have this fire energy in this case. So it's kind of like when you move away from a person, but you feel them so strongly. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever been in like a twin flame situation, or someone that you break up with, but your heart is still so fully and heavily there. Okay, so that's what I feel. So in a verbal way, you might say that this is over, but for your body, for your soul to be, you know, caught up to where you need to be, that might take a little bit of time. All right, and just know that that's normal. And that's completely fine, and you have to go through the process one day at a time. But if it was something that really wasn't working for you, just allow yourself the time, you know, to get past it, to get over it. I've seen so many people, myself definitely included, that have gone back to a situation because, you know, I'm too impatient to give myself that month or 2 months that it would take to get over somebody. So something that's catastrophic could be, you know, kind of pushed forward and keep going for a year, 2 years, when it's something that you should have gotten out of, you know, yesterday. So let's do singles first, and let's see what the advice is for Libra singles. So if you guys want to timestamp this, I would really appreciate it. All right, so what is going on with Libra singles? What is the advice for Libra singles for September 2018 in regards to love? Seven of Wands in the reverse is your first card. Okay, so giving up on a situation that just has way too much adversity. All right, the cards fall out, guys. Okay. All right, so there's a few things happening here for you guys. So there's something that your soul is just not cool with that has too much adversity, and you have to move away from it. Okay, so this in itself is going to be disappointing. But then this is what you guys have after. Oh, wow. All right, so let's do one card at a time. Let's start with the Ace of Cups. A new start in love, something that is very fulfilling for you. Nine of Coins in the reverse, getting into a new relationship. Nine of Cups, being extremely happy here. And with the Five of Coins in the reverse, if there's any sense of loss, rejection, being left out in the cold, you're completely getting over it because of this new thing. But you have to let someone go first and assure that you do not accept any offer from them if they try and come back. Okay, so for you guys, I see you going towards something new, coming out of, you know, a place that was troubling, but do not be surprised if the past knocks on the door while you're trying to move on. And, you know, this case, the cards don't suggest going back towards the past. All right, so Libra couples. What is going on with Libra couples? What's the advice for September 2018? Oh my goodness. All right, so you have Ace of Coins. I love that this card is coming out so much because I literally just posted a photo on Instagram the other day talking about how I just feel like September is just going to be such a breath of fresh air for so many people. And I called the Ace Moves Only, and I used this card, and it's beautiful. This is a good start to have. This is something that is long-term. So let's see what the advice is for you guys. Let's pull two more cards. Okay. So in regards to relationships, someone in a relationship is just unhappy, letting go. There's going to be things that come out and are put on the table. But that person is accepting an offer elsewhere, and it's going to be something that I see as very passionate, very bright, very abundant. Okay, so in regards to couples, I see you guys coming out of something unstable, whether it's you or your partner, and going towards something that's really, really going to be good. So somebody here is upset because of things that they weren't aware of. Now, with the Hermit card in the reverse, this could be someone who's either coming out of a place of limbo, or somebody that was in a situation where they didn't have all the facts, where they didn't know everything that was going on. But with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, that's where those facts that this person wasn't aware of, it comes out. Okay? So it could be in regards to a new start. So I see someone just taking a completely different direction. Now, for a small number of you, there could have been something huge that happened, or just something that caused a lot of arguing, where now you're kind of moving away from that, and you're saying, look, we're in this to win this. So, you know, let's keep building. Let's stay in this a while. So if you know for a fact you're in a relationship, you're not seeing anyone else, and, you know, the person that you're with isn't seeing anyone else, then that's what I see. You guys just looking at the long term more than, you know, anything else. Okay? All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions. Now, for anybody who is interested in a personal reading, please hear me out fully so that you're completely aware of, you know, how this whole process works. Now, before getting into wait times or anything, guys, on my website, because I know a lot of people feel misled by this, but there is, you know, when you guys are purchasing a reading on my website, it brings you to a calendar. Now, the calendar is something that the website platform that I use does. It makes me use the platform, or this platform rather. So there is no way for me to take it out. So it will ask you to select the day and time that you would like to speak with me. I do not go by that, okay? If you guys get a standard reading, the wait time is 3 to 4 weeks, okay? So you'll get a recorded reading in your email, or you guys can get an emergency reading where you'll hear from me, I can't speak today. You guys will hear from me within 48 hours, okay? So I do not work Sundays, so don't count Sundays, but you'll hear from me very quickly. And then I also have a one question option. So it's $10, like a 3-minute video you get just like this one. And any question that you have, I answer it for you with the cards, and then I send that out to you, okay? So just know I do not go by that calendar at all. And also the only time I speak to someone, you know, through phone or Skype or whatever, is for an hour purchase or more. So if you guys do want to speak to me, then please get the hour. And for the hour, you're not going to be waiting the 3 or 4 weeks, because I like to get those out of the way so that I'm not looking forward to, you know, an hour reading all the time. So other than that, guys, I'm also on an app called Instant Go, and this is for iPhone users only, okay? So with Instant Go, just type your question and I will respond. It charges you per character, so go straight into the question. But all my links are below. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44, that's there below as well. I love you guys so much, and the next readings I bring out for you will be for September general reading. Take care.